Hey guys, Jimmy Pokemon here, and are you guys ready for a lightning fast PSA returns? This is the Detective Pikachu PSA returns. So everything I open up on my channel relating to Detective Pikachu, I basically sent off. So one of the returns I opened up recently had a bunch of bubbles in there, like just made a mess, whatever you call them. And so I was like, I'm just gonna pull these out before doing the box thing. So a lot of these should be the same card. So it'll get repetitive. PSA 9 Mewtwo, pretty cool looking Mewtwo. Reminds me of that Expedition Mewtwo actually. And so, oh nice, PSA 10. So a big thing of us going through this is just so those of you that are grading Detective Pikachu, maybe you want to open on your own, maybe you want to buy the set of graded cards. This should give you an idea of how easy or hard the cards are to grade. So I figured we'd just fly right through this, and you guys can see pretty much how I do. Nice, nice. That is a Charizard crossed off the list. So those of you guys know I'm going for the full Charizard set. Pretty much every Charizard made in English. Needed this one, of course, so that's a relief. So we will set that back there. Sorry, I got my windows open behind me, and there's a lot of sunlight that comes in. I usually record it at night, so I don't have that issue, but just trying to get some work done, trying to put some work, some Pokemon work. All right, so here we go. PSA 9, Charizard. I really hope we get more than 110. Nice. And my prayers are answered. So I don't think we pulled too many more of these. This might be the last one. Ooh, that's probably the last one. I really just have one extra PSA 10. So I got the Mewtwo there. These might have just been filler cards to hit the quantity I want to send. I think I want to send 100 cards off in this. So nice, nice, nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Another Charizard we needed for the... We'll set that over here. We'll probably have to move it soon, but that's pretty cool. So let's see how many of these we get at 10. Watch them all be 10s. Nice. Okay. As you guys know, I don't look at the grades. I have no idea what these are. This got a 9 right away. You can see at the top up there it had a little damage. I think I remember seeing that in the video a while back, and I think that video was actually posted maybe in May or June. I'm not sure, but it's actually pretty recent. So you can see me pull the cards out of the pack, and you can see what they grade like right away. It's a pretty cool turnaround, I guess. Got really lucky with some of my bulk actually getting done pretty early, which is really nice. I mean, 10-10, like, dude, this is going to be like a $35 card, if not less. Charizard can usually hold its own, though, so the value of this card will actually probably, it'll probably sustain above, like, a minimum price, card. And so some of those, like, lower-end cards, they'll hit, like, $20, $25 for 10s just because there's so many of them. But this is going to be a little bit more in demand, so it can still probably sustain that $30, $40 range. Dude, we just, like, killed it on those. This was actually from the first Sun and Moon thing I ever opened. I opened up one of the 10s when it first came out. I was still living in New York at the time, and I remember pulling this thing, like, should I grade it? Held off for the longest time. Finally graded it, and probably did not. I'm probably not going to do well on it just because I really don't know what the demand is for on that card in a 9. All right. So we haven't even hit the repetitive part yet, where this is going to start getting really repetitive. Ditto got a 9. I think this is a better one to pull. I didn't think that at the time, but I think some people in the comments said that was actually not a bad pull. Ditto 10, nice. Of course, after I watched the movie, it's like, of course, Ditto played a huge part in the movie. But, when I was opening the packs, I hadn't seen the movie yet, so I really had no idea. Nice, another Ditto 10. So, I mean, we're killing it on these grades so far. Nice, Detective Pikachu. I think what you worry about is because these cards have hollow, they're not just non-hollow. You worry about scratches, things like that. But these cards came out really well out of the pack. And so I'm expecting really probably, I would say I was expecting maybe 70% 10s, especially at this point. Just going through, I think I sent off a few iffy cards of maybe the ones I didn't pull as many of. There was like 1 or 2 I didn't pull quite as many of, and you can see that's a nick right there. Probably why I got a 9. I hope you guys have a chance to focus the cards do on the screen at least. My goal is that if you want to stop and stare at a card, you can press pause and see what's going on. Is this make sure this is like actually focusing for you guys. There we go. But I mean, we're killing it on the Detective Pikachu. Like, we just pulled how many of those? Like, that's a lot. Greninja PSA 10. So I think my hope is I can complete like at least one PSA 10 set, and then after that, dude, we're killing it. And then after that, maybe list the rest like individually. I think that would be a big goal. But there's one card I only saw like 2 off of because I really just didn't pull it. And then the other cards I pulled of it, they just didn't grade well. And so this is actually, Arcanine, PSA 9. And some cards, like, you think Bulbasaur probably have a little higher demand. And so, like, when I do my strategy to go and, like, list those, to, obviously I'm listing them to make money. My strategy would just be the lowest cost guy. So, if they're selling Bulbasaurs for $12, I'm going to sell them for 11. Or if they're selling 10s for $20, I'm going to sell them for 19. And so that's part of the strategy there, is just really create the market for them, maintain the market for them, establish it, and then this is going to definitely freak some of you guys out, the way I'm stacking these cards. And then support the market. So, and then you do that till your inventory runs out, then you move on. Because with the way these cards are printed, I'm pretty sure they were printed to oblivion because so many people have them. It's not like Japanese where you have like this like little exclusive release and that's all you get, and then the price goes up like Mario, Pikachu, all that. That's a nice Charmander. They're just going to print. There's going to be so much of it. No one's going to run out of it. They know the English market is just massive. And so, I think your best goal is to buy when they come out, grade, sell right away. And I probably wouldn't hold a lot of this stuff, especially if you're trying to do what I'm doing, grading 10, 15 of them at a time. And then basically, you keep one set for yourself, which is the goal here, and then sell the rest. So, and with the way the set's laid out, it's a really small set, but you do need to open like 40 or 50 packs to pull like a full set, and probably get a full like 10 set out of that too. So you have to understand, you might pull a full set, but if you're going for the 10 set, you got to have a few extras to send in, and maybe you get a bad box. So, I bought from a few different sources, bought off Amazon, bought off someone else. And so my sources were varied, I guess you could say. Yeah, this stack is definitely making some people uneasy. It's weird, like, because as collectors, you want to collect everything. You want to, like, we have completionists in our hobby, of like a lot of OCD people. So seeing this stack like this is probably making people go, like, a little crazy. But, yeah. I'm kind of curious if maybe doing a video like this would be better if I just open all of these up off camera and then just told you what I got. Or maybe at the very end, I don't know, I'm probably not going to go through and sort these at the end, tell you the truth. Nice, another one we needed. But just show you like what they were. So those of you that are like stat guys, they just want to see the stats and the pull rates on some of these and like the 10 percentages. At least you can get experience like what I got specifically, because maybe the pop report's a little skewed for people that maybe don't grade as often or as less sensitive to 10s. Some people just want 9s. So, but me, obviously, I'm sending to hopefully just get 10s with a few extras like slacking. I only sent 2 of because that's all I had. So I think I only have 1 10 set out of all of this. So I probably don't even have a 10 set I can list on eBay at this point, because I think it wasn't until like my second set of packs that I actually got Slot King, or at least got an extra Slot King. So, oh man, there we go. All right, hey, I'm just gonna straighten the stack up. Hold on. The stack's nice and straight now. Very good. All right, Snubble, PSA 9. I don't think we have a 10 of that yet, so I don't think I sent off too many of those. Ooh. So we may actually be in trouble to get a single 10 set out of this. That may actually not be a good thing. We are getting more 9s towards the end here, which is weird because the 9s I thought I would get would have been like Charmander or Bulbasaur, because I sent so many of those off. But I'm getting 9s on some of the ones I thought were the stronger candidates for the I think what you call less desirable Pokemon, or not less desirable, but not as desirable. That's probably the better way to say that. And so don't want to knock on anyone that's a big fan of those guys, but man, Psyduck, we're killing it. And I think I sent off more Psyduck because after watching the movie, I sent these off after watching the movie, that I realized that Psyduck was a good, he's popular in the movie, and so I think that might have been why I decided to send more off of him. So basically bought the cards, opened them, watched the movie, came back, did a send off. It's pretty much how it worked. Because when ooh, nice Charmander, another one of these. Because when I sent these off, I sent them off like with like 14 other submissions. There were like a ton of submissions sent off all at once. And so again, the goal with that is you want to send like cards off together. So yeah, I don't want to mix these with older cards. I want to mix them with like non-hot. Like you just want to send off the same type of cards together. It's just like a pro tip. It just means the grady's consistent across that quality range. I guess that makes sense. And I had to prep all those in addition to this. And sending this off was actually pretty easy because it's like you just type like 14 Charmander, Detective Pikachu, and that's it. It just, this submission actually probably took, I want to say like probably less than 5 minutes actually put in the computer, and that's with like credit card details, all that. So we're killing it on the Charmander here, man. We are killing it on that. All right, last box magic. 100 cards, 5 of 5, so there's probably 20 in here. And we got little advertisements and stuff. All right, we'll see if we can keep this all in one video. Magic card, PSA 10. What I mean is, like, I'm pretty sure in like a minute or two, my phone's gonna cut off and say like, you gotta start another part. But it doesn't like tell me, it just sort of does it, and I look down and I see it, so I think it cuts off like a second or two in the middle there. Magic card, PSA 10. But we're doing pretty good here at the end, especially with those Charmanders. There's like one or two in the middle there I don't think I hit the 10 on. So we're going to find out. It'll be unfortunate if I have to like go out and, like trade some of these. But what I mean by that, it's just more work, It's kind of nice to grade them all yourself. It's nice to just open them, grade them, be done, and move on to the next set. But when you miss a few gaps here and there, it can be a challenge to fill missing pieces. Nice Jigglypuff. It's like a hairy Jigglypuff. Like that's like kind of weird how hairy that is. Ugh. A little weird. Next up, nice. See if we can finish strong here. Nice. Maybe I mixed something else in here other than Detective Pikachu. I really have no idea. We're going to find out, though. And it's probably more Jigglypuff. This is probably Jigglypuff all the way through. But, I mean, you can see these grade really, really well. Yes, we got a Snubble. I think that might have been one of the ones I was worried about. Last card, Magic. Maybe. Nice. Another Snubble PSA 10. So just to show you what these look like. You got 2 10 stacks, 9 stack. I'd say that's about what I expected. Over 70%, probably a little less than 80%. So very, very nice. Thank you guys. All right, so quick follow-up video. Those of you guys that like comparisons, the top row are all the 9s. The second rows are all the 10s. So you can see how many PSA 9s Bulbasaur I sent off versus how many 10s there are versus how many I got across the board. So these I got all 10s, at least 1 copy of each. And then I saw a ton of Charmanders. That card grades really, really well. Then you see Magikarp grades pretty well too. And if you come on down the second row, you can see Detective Pikachu grades pretty well. Greninja graded well for me, pretty much across the board. Did not get a Mr. Mime, so that is a gap. So we missed on that one. So do not have the full 10 set. But again, going across the board, most of them graded really, really well. And get on down here to this last row. More even across the board, but at least got 1 copy of each. Only 1 Slot King. Still happy to get a 10. And then you can see the Charizard promo graded phenomenal. The Mewtwo, which I am now realizing, get this light out of the way, did not get a 10 on that. And then the 1 odd card out. So pretty cool just comparison there at the end. Those of you guys that just want to see kind of how everything graded, but pretty neat. So till next time, take care, guys. All right, so quick follow-up video. Those of you guys...